Welcome to Maple Ridge Chrysler. My name is Jamarli, and today I'll be showing you the 2015 Chrysler 300 Touring. If we come in over to the wheels, we are sitting on silver 18-inch rims wrapped in a Firestone tire. If we come around to the front, we see we have silver bezels in the headlamps, as well as LED daylights and also LED fog lamps. If we come around to the passenger side, I will show you that we have here heated rear view mirrors that fold to the back. In the case you're backing up and you might bump into something, your mirrors will not come off. And I want to also show you that this vehicle is equipped with keyless entry, and so if you just put your hand into the door, it unlocks. And if we touch this button, it locks the whole vehicle. Just touch and hold, and it'll lock. If we come around to the back, we see here a double exhaust down there at the bottom, seamlessly tied into the vehicle. And there's also a backup camera equipped on this vehicle, as well as a button here to open up the trunk. We open up to a very large trunk with hooks on both sides to help secure loads in the trunk, as well as anchors to secure straps in the car for extra weight and to prevent movement. Under the floor, we see here a spare tire as well as your battery access. Under the hood, we have a 3.6 liter VVT Pentastar engine. It is a V6 that has an 8-speed transmission that makes transitioning through your gears a lot more smooth. This vehicle is also equipped with a 60-liter gas tank. Before we step into the vehicle, I want to show you the cool features that are on the remote. There's a panic button, which is one of the over 60 safety features within this vehicle. There's also a remote start for the car, and so all you got to do is double press that button. The vehicle will lock and the engine will turn on, and this can be used to warm up the vehicle or cool it down on those hot summer days. And the vehicle also has a double tap trunk open on the remote, and so you just double tap, your trunk opens. As we step into the vehicle, all you have to do is put your feet on the brakes and press this button for the push start in the Chrysler 300. Here we see our beautiful cluster display that is actually customizable. You can control that using these buttons on your wheel, and let's click through some of the screens. Here we have our speedometer, our vehicle information, which covers oil life, battery voltage, tire pressure, coolant temperature, transmission temperature, oil temperature, and oil pressure. We can also click through and see our fuel economy, our trip information, what we're listening to on our audio, our messages, and our further screen setup for more customization. Also on the wheel, we have our remote for our cruise control, and we also have controls for our phone to hang up or dial with voice recognition. If we come to the side, we will see here our control for our headlamps, as well as our controls for the brightness of our screens and monitors inside the vehicle, and the button to open the trunk. In the door, we also have featured our buttons to control the automatic windows, to control the rear view mirrors, the locks as well. If we come to the center of the vehicle, we can see our large 8.4-inch Uconnect screen that is actually a touch screen. Currently we're on the radio screen, and we can turn up the volume using the lever on the button on the back of the wheel. We can also change radio types by the button on the back, And we can also turn down the volume using the button on the back. And on the other side, there's tuning, and you can flick through all your other settings. On media, we can see that we can connect our phones or iPods with Bluetooth, auxiliary cable, USB cable, or if we want to put in an SD card for our media. There also are seat heat controls or mirror dimmer. We can come to our climate controls, which controls the temperature of the cabin, and also each passenger in the front can control their own, and so the passenger can choose to be warmer or cooler than the driver. Here's also our navigation and our phone setups and our other settings for greater customization. If we come down here in this vehicle, there's featured the E-shifter dial. Within this little compartment here is another little section to potentially keep your phone, or there's also a 12-volt DC plug. This detail around the E-shifter, as well as up here on the console, is actual wood, which is a beautiful feature in this vehicle. There's also a large glove compartment. There are also lighted cup holders in this vehicle, and in the center console, we look in, there is another DC plug, and under this little movable shelf, we see our ports for our SD card, our USB port, and our auxiliary cable. If we look up, in the front and the back, we have a large panoramic sunroof, and as well as the controls are right here to vent or to open and close. This also has a universal remote for garages, and it has your light controls. This vehicle is upholstered with leather, and the back has 60-40 split seating. The back folds down to increase trunk capacity. And that was a brief overview of the 2015 Chrysler 300 Touring, and I hope you'd come down to the dealership to look at this vehicle or other used options. Have a great day. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.